All right, welcome back in the Inside Cast.
That first quarter, 23-20, Minnesota leads.
We only got an hour and a half, so
just low scoring. I mean, both teams. Part of it, they're both very good defensive teams, but I also think there's a number of shots that have missed.
Yeah, there's a lot of abs. Well,
some nerves. This is certainly not what we're expecting.
I'm on my way on, but first,
Minnesota surviving.
let's see where Ismala is in case.
Very, very hard for them to get anything going near the
Something I like to
basketball
get,
hoop. They got to make their shots from the perimeter if they want to
And
stay.
we are underway in quarter number 2, and it's just begun, but foul early in the second quarter right now. 2 many fouls. This one early in the second quarter.
Never know exactly on a play-by-play basis. If you're a Timberwolves fan, what you would hang your hat on is you've seen Edwards go back to the locker room before and then come back with
It's
games.
tomorrow.
And obviously, you just hope that's the case again.
It's kind of strange about that is he got up and he ran back normally when he first twisted it after the free throw. So for it to be affecting him, you know, that's a couple minutes later in real time.
Yeah.
When he's going back there. So remains to be seen. But it's obviously a big development.
Randall gets fouled on the drive there. Now, for those of you joining us and thinking, Inside Cast, what is this Inside Cast? Listening, I can tell it's not traditional, but this is going to be a deep dive into the strategy, the analytics. We have all kinds of new technology and tools, some of which you have already seen here tonight. VR immersive replays. We've got our awesome ShotBot shot charts, next level shot charts from Kirk Goldsberry. You saw our hot and cold player trackers that we could throw up when a player is shooting 60% or more. They are hot once they've taken at least 3 field goal attempts. If they've made 3 or more shots in a row, they also will get a little red circle around them. Blue, if they've missed 3 or more in a row, or if they're shooting under 35% and have taken at least 3 field goal attempts. Just a few of the tools. There are more. Little push shot there won't go. And a whistle going to get that basketball back to Minnesota.
So, in the other games between 4, 5, and 6, we'll be on ESPN News.
A little too much on it. It's usually automatic with that
And that's going to be, you know, starting this Thursday, Friday until Sunday is Super Rankings for college softball.
DiVincenzo off another disjointed possession. Here's DiVincenzo. Could not hit it.
Will be for college softball, but the baseball tournament is still on, and it's underway today. Tomorrow, yep.
Nobody's really stepping up. Hartenstein had a couple of buckets early. J-Dubs had a couple of 1 field goal. They had 4 points. So they got to find somebody else to score the basketball behind. There we go. That's whose signature flow.
And gets to go.
Releasing the doves, as I call
We
it.
are.
That's what it looks like. That thing just comes out of his hands.
Are
so
2 points away for
I'm
tying the
actually
game
surprised now
up.
that there aren't more bigs that are
And this is
copying him,
presented by
understanding. It's just
YouTube
another opportunity
TV.
to get off a shot without having to get to the rim for a layup or dunk, which is hard to do. That little 8 to 10 foot push shot, it's rare when he ever misses it.
Whoa! Wow! And alley-oop, and we tie it up.
From the floor and a nice setup there from Williams. Tied at 24. DiVincenzo can't hit the 3. He's 1 of 4 from 3.
And it's so different for him this year in Minnesota. You remember the green light he had in New York last year? When he had an opportunity to get major run, starting, could take any shot he wanted on the floor, really got him to red. The shots here are much more spaced out for him. And as a result, he's had a difficult time
This is
really
something
with
I
consistency
wouldn't
with his
do.
deep shooting.
Nice job by Alexander Walker forcing the turnover. Here's DiVincenzo.
No.
Can't get that one to go either. He's 1 of 5.
That went in. I thought for sure you were going to say, he said, shut up.
And in Sidecast, it can really show you the virtual or instant replays or something like that.
The red heat beneath him. As he tracks that rebound, couldn't flag it down. Also,
Yeah, I think we should have made Pat McAfee and the boys to be in it. Oh!
Blew cold because he is under 35%.
24 points. The score right now, 24-24, tie game.
He's been making those for most of his career. Those are wide open looks. But you know what? With Ant out of the game, this is Julius Randle time as both a scorer and a playmaker for this Minnesota team. So I look for him to be very aggressive in these possessions.
See how Edwards is after he went back to the locker room after seemingly tweaking his ankle. Randall.
And it's a three. It's good by Minnesota.
He's 3 of 4 from deep.
Big smile. I don't blame him. I mean, everything that he's done in the postseason has just come in rhythm. When he's making that shot and you have to close out at him hard now at the three-point line, that makes those left-hand drives.
He will
so much
deal
more
with him.
dangerous.
And Conley able to force the offensive foul. Hardenstein picks up his second.
It's a big deal. He's provided that offense outside SGA for this team. If he gets in foul trouble, they're going to have a harder time on both ends of the court.
That might be one I would take a look at in the VR headset.
Yeah,
Dude, that possession by Minnesota right there, because it shows how OKC floods the lane on any penetration.
Offensive foul. Turnover.
Make at least 2 passes out of that. Then they can't
Turnover.
shoot a decent percentage.
Offensive
So
foul.
possession by
Turnover.
Minnesota on Randall's 3.
Meanwhile, Caruso.
And another thing,
as good as he gets in this league, it's drawing charges. And
yeah, I was saying esports and 2K Sports. I said it's to develop the EA set developed for the college basketball video game. If it comes out, whoa! Come on! Count it with the 3, and we tie it up again.
Jokic in Game 7, that was unbelievable.
Got into his lower body. Jokic was relegated to doing most of his damage, like starting in the perimeter. Yeah, a lot of eyeballs were on that performance.
I passed it back to them. Whoa, another 3 from Minnesota. And they have regained the lead again. Wow. Oh, my God. Jay, this game is so crazy out here. And we're 1 point closer. This game is so physical. Oh, no. So close. Inbounds. So this close. Oh.
I think better than any player in the NBA.
Jokic does.
Wow.
But yeah, when did you start seeing center shoot floaters like that? Like that one. Like it's a relatively new development for these guys.
Alexander Walker.
And it's a 3 from Minnesota. And that means we will take a timeout, and we are. But we don't know how much timeouts we have so far, but
and why not against an elite defender, shot blocker like Gobert? Shoot it before he's able to get on you.
and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.